Right, what's next on the agenda is Yoshimoto. Oh god. A rehash of Kenshin and Shingen clashing, where Yoshimoto may as well not actually be there? No, thank you. I think we'll just skip that and see what comes after, because we've already gone through that battle enough times in this first installment of Samurai Warriors for me to be sick of it. Aside from some dialogue pointing out the obvious that Yoshimoto is being used and not respected in any way, I doubt we're gonna miss much of anything by jumping right over that one. Well, at least we haven't gone through this battle so often in the first Samurai Wars that it's almost painful to go through again. But good God, there's no reason to make Yoshimoto lack any agency in his campaign, even if he is a joke character. Before their defeat by the Oda clan in history, the Imagawa were actually doing rather well. The Oda did not win this battle in this version of the events, but neither Nobunaga nor Ieyasu seem to be acknowledging that fact.
殿、信玄公の意図は明らか。殿のご人徳につけ込み、己が野望を遂げんとしておるのです。
人を疑ってばかりではいつまでも乱世じゃん。殿
It's not about doubting people, it's the fact that he's been blatantly obvious, while you have been very oblivious. That does neither character any favors here.
よいかのよいのよかったの。
ダメだ。ダメすぎる。
マリは勝敗ではない。マリの心はの蹴りやすい球を渡す和の心。
16、17、18、19。
Right. Of course you fail with the absolute last kick. A predictable pun, but it still works.
何も見ておりません。
But my lord, that means I will keep worrying about Shingen. Wish the guy had enough backbone to say that. Huh. I don't recall too many nighttime battles in the main game.
我らは清須の本陣を死守する。うまき山は任せたぞ、吉本公。
Right, of course you want Yoshimoto to do the lion's share of the work here, because that worked so well for you in the mission we skipped. So, this mission is going to be part of both Tadakatsu and Ina's campaign. I can't really call this a preview to either of their versions though, since we're fighting on the opposite side. Right. Of course she didn't show up until the instant we entered the fort in the center. Bit annoying, but considering we've already beaten Ina and Tadakatsu at the same time once in this campaign, we should be able to handle her alone. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to fall back from this fort to help Shingen's forces before long. Oh wow, we actually killed her! Didn't see that one coming. Hold on. Let me double check the footage for the mission we just skipped. Holy shit, we killed Kenshin in that mission. Wait, Masamune also died there? There's some genuine consequences for this joke campaign? Sure, it's not much of an improvement over the joke campaigns in the main game, but it's still an improvement. Hold up, give credit where it's due. Anyway, time for us to beat Tadakatsu soon after we killed his daughter. He doesn't seem to be any more difficult to take down than last time. I would have thought that losing his daughter would have made the man get stronger in his rage or something to that effect. seems we should be able to beat Tadakatsu before the other enemy officer enters the main camp. Sorry, Tadakatsu, but it seems you will die here and now. At least in this version of the events, but don't worry. The next campaign will be your time to shine. How in the hell is their morale rising when they've been losing people left and right? And it's not like those losses are giving them anything in return. People are just going down without accomplishing much of anything here. Right, just one more officer to deal with before this objective is done. Ah, Lee! Bit of a shame you aren't looking for the man your grandfather died for, but I suppose the people who were making this campaign for this character didn't pay that close attention to who is on what side. After all, this is supposed to be one of those campaigns nobody was supposed to take seriously. So, after losing all your attacking officers, your response is to do an all-out attack instead of retreating from a hopeless battle? And of course their morale is rising some more after everything that's happened. Because morale doesn't actually mean anything around here, despite the fact that it's something that keeps getting measured. And excuse me for being more concerned with the reinforcements from the Oda clan, rather than the last remains of the Tokugawa. Either Nobunaga or Yoshimoto needs to die. Both of them living this far down the timeline is a major anomaly. And that is one anomaly that in this equally written timeline, I hope to correct as quickly as possible. Not that killing Mitsuhide or Ranmaru achieves that, just that it might make it a little easier to pull that off down the line. Okay, just noticed that Ranmaru never got a death animation and Mitsuhide apparently just walked away. Disappointing. Did I get my hopes up over nothing? Ieyasu certainly seems to be taking his time to move. Almost like he wants to die before he can finish his move, or he's setting up a trap. Either way, doesn't really matter to us. Trap. Excuse me for not being intimidated. Okay, wasn't expecting the minefield. And Yoshimoto warns us about the mines just after we went flying several times in a row. Part of me thinks I should slow down the footage some more in this mission, but the other knows that despite this being Yoshimoto's campaign, he's not actually gonna feel like I'm an actual main character here. Well, the generic officers who were part of this trap should feel very embarrassed here. We did a lot of damage to them when most of our blows were aimed at trees, not them. One of them even died before we finished with the tree. While I'm sure that the more peaceful things Yoshimoto is saying in this campaign can actually be considered profound if looked at in the right angle, I don't think I'm at that angle. Sure, trusting in the good nature of other people isn't necessarily a bad thing, but when you're surrounded by a bunch of ambitious warlords during a time period where people have been fighting each other for somewhere around a century, you need to show some measure of independence, or you're just gonna be swallowed before you know it. Not that that's likely to happen, given just how overpowered a player character can be around here, but still.